GMB host Alastair Campbell is forced to apologise when accidentally telling viewer the Queen is dead in on-air blunder. Alastair Campbell was forced to apologise when accidentally asserting the death of the Queen on Salutation Kingdom. Tony Blair's former spinmeister Campbell created the blunder this morning whereas interviewing former European country player Vinnie Jones concerning his new memoir, Lost While Not You. It remembers his late wife Tanya Jones, who tragically passed away in July 2019 following a 6-year battle with cancer. Campbell, who is co-hosting the show as a guest with Susanna Reid, said, "We've been talking a lot about Prince Philip after the death of the Queen. One of the phrases that kept being used was something she said after 9/11, the statement that we had to take to New York. Grief is the price we pay for love, and that's what comes out of your book in every single page." Just moments later in the show, Campbell corrected himself, telling viewer, "I think I may have accidentally announced the death of the Queen. I meant Prince Philip, of course." Campbell is presenting GMB this week with some bookies making him favourite to replace Piers Morgan full-time. He has had a number of his Labour and left-wing friends onto the show, including his former boss Blair today. Reid stepped in to assure him, "I think people understood exactly what you meant." However, that did not stop viewer from taking to Twitter to point out the gaffe, with one writing, "Alastair Campbell accidentally announces the Queen's death on GMB. Piers' replacement is not off to a good start, to say the least. This was a big one." Another Twitter user wrote, "Another presenter cock up. What's going on at GMB?" Twitter user Edward Roberts wrote, "Good morning Britain, you sack Piers for calling Meghan a liar, yet here is Campbell saying our Queen is dead?" Another user wrote, "Did Alastair Campbell really just refer to the death of the Queen at 8:23 AM on GMB? I hope she complains to the head of IT."
Please subscribe, like and share our channel on your website and social media. Please press the bell icon below for latest videos. Alastair Joseph Campbell has diverted some greeting United Kingdom viewers once he accidentally declared the death of Queen of England on air. The former political party voice created the blunder on his third day hosting the popular ITV morning show aboard Susanna Reid. Campbell is filling in as co-presenter on a short-lived basis throughout Mental State Awareness Week, with ITV still finding out a permanent replacement for the recently departed Piers Morgan. During this morning's, the 12th of May, episode, Joseph Campbell spoke to ex-footballer Vinnie Jones concerning grief, following the death of Jones's adult female Tanya in 2019. "We talked a lot about Prince Philip after the death of the Queen," said Campbell, only later realising his error. A couple of minutes later, the presenter confirmed that he had indeed misspoken. "I think I may have accidentally announced the death of the Queen. I meant Prince Philip, of course," he said, seeing the lighter side of the slip-up. Some viewers joked about the blunder on social media, with one person writing, "Ha off with his head. Alastair Campbell just accidentally announced the death of the Queen on #GMB, wrote someone else, alongside a crying laughing emoji. More Twitter handlers wrote. @Chneen_says wrote, "GMB's Alastair Campbell forced to apologise after accidentally announcing death of the Queen in huge live TV blunder." @David Guy State wrote, Not really even a real mention on real news, but years ago this would have been the humour's end bit to the new. On another note, Good Morning Britain, Alastair Campbell accidentally announces death of the Queen on third day hosting. Admire Wesselden wrote, "Can I just say something? I think I may have accidentally announced the death of the Queen. Apology on GMB after Alastair Campbell says the Queen is dead." A Donated Parts wrote, Alastair Campbell was forced to apologise on Good Morning Britain today after stating that the Queen had died during an interview with Vinnie Jones. Is he fit for purpose? Alastair Campbell forced to apologise after announcing Queen's death in huge gaffe. Alastair Campbell was forced to apologise on Good Morning Britain today after stating that the Queen had died during an interview with Vinnie Jones. Alastair Campbell and Susanna Reid interview former England footballer Vinnie Jones on Good Morning Britain today about his new book Life After Loss, which sees him open up on his grief after the death of his wife Tanya Jones. However, Alastair was forced to apologise and correct himself when he declared the Queen had died when in fact he was referring to the death of Prince Philip. During the interview, Alastair said, "We've been talking a lot about Prince Philip after the death of the Queen. One of the phrases that kept being used was something she said after 9/11, the statement that we had to take to New York. Grief is the price we pay for love, and that's what comes out of your book in every single page. Bits of it, especially considering it's you, moves you to tears." ITV viewers rushed to Twitter to clarify Alastair's comment as one wrote, "Has it Campbell Claret just told us, the Queen died?" Another tweeted, "The Queen's not dead #GMB," and a third added, #GMB death of the Queen? When did the Queen die? #GMB, someone else questioned. A fifth remarked, "According to Alastair Campbell the Queen died." At least it Piers Morgan doesn't get confused and say death of the Queen instead of death of Prince Philip at GMB #GMB, another said. After realizing his mistake, he said, "I think I may have accidentally announced the death of the Queen. I meant Prince Philip, of course." Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and share our channel Real Life TV on your website and social media. Please press the bell icon below for latest videos.